obviously no longer at the beach in Oregon. And in case you haven't figured out, this is approaching, we're about 12 miles from Windy Creek, which is about 3 miles from Mount St. Helens.
Can you take a picture?
And sure. Mike and I have escaped heading over to eastern Washington to clear my nose up, and we thought we'd come up and take a look at some of this. It's pretty remarkable. A lot of this area here, of course, this has been really devastated, but a lot of it looks like it's been logged off quite a bit. So although there's a lot of desolation, a lot of the debris is gone because it's been cleared. The roadway along here, this is a logging road down there, but the roadway is something that Cindy would have really appreciated. You can see here, this is one of the wide parts of the road. For the most part, it's all Cedar Creek viewpoint where we just stopped now. And this is basically the first look at we have at Spirit Lake, or the new Spirit Lake. Keep run down by this getting the Corvette. Pretty amazing. What do you think, Mike? I guess maybe I shouldn't stay in the middle of the road. Pretty amazing, huh? Pretty awesome.
And you've got the hottest fingers and toes in the world. Right? You know, it's almost criminal having this much fun at work. But I don't make a lot of money. I've got this really cheap watch. It's green, it's yellow, and it's plastic. And it keeps rocking time. Because my watch says that it's 8:32 a.m. Earthquake! Avalanche! Aeroblast! Ash column! Mud flows! Aeroblast explodes! Woo! What a display of change! There was something wrong with that eruption. There was no lava. What kind of volcano doesn't have lava? It must be a reject, right? Let's bring it in for a new model. We had 5 major eruptions that summer, but no lava. Not until October of 1980. When we finally got lava. I love lava. It's great stuff. Inside the crater of Mount St. Helens, there's a vent or a conduit where this thick, pasty lava just barely oozes its way upward. Moves inches per hour. It puts out a lobe or layer of lava. Then Mount St. Helens won't do anything for a while, then another lobe or layer of lava is added on top of that. We call this thing a lava dome. It's like a great big stack of sloppy pancakes. Layer after layer after layer of lava. But this is how Mount St. Helens gets big again. I love lava. And I want you people to love lava too. So repeat after me. Say I. Say I love. deep and 3,000 feet across. And in 8 years, that lava dome has grown to be 3,000 feet across, so it occupies the entire width, and it's 920 feet high at its highest point, so it's halfway up the crater wall. And we're not exactly sure what this lava dome is doing. This is what it looks like. You're only seeing half of it in the picture, and I'm 2 miles away from it. So although I look very big, in reality, I am tiny. And we're not exactly sure what this lava dome is doing, because the frequency of our dome-building eruptions has decreased. But the volume of lava coming out during each eruption has increased. And since it's been almost 2 years since we've had a dome-building event, the next one could be a doozy. And theoretically, this lava dome could keep growing and growing and growing, and Mount St. Helens could look like this again. At the rate this lava dome is growing, geologists say that it would take Mount St. Helens about 250 years for the mountain to regain its former height. However, the likelihood of this occurring is probably not too great, because it only took Mount St. Helens 123 years to wake up from its last slumber. So Mount St. Helens could very well look like this again. But for those of you, this is okay. During your visit to Mount St. Helens, you gotta remember one simple little word. It's a great word, and it goes like this. Give me a C. C. Give me an H. H. Give me an A. A. Give me an N. N. Give me a G. G. Give me an E. E. What's that spell? J. What's that spell? J. That's right, and that's what makes Mount St. Helens such a wonderfully magical place. Thank you all very much for joining me.
Well, we missed the first part of that, but the last part was pretty good. We're finally out to Windy Ridge now, and here is the mountain up close and personal. Pretty amazing stuff. If we look over down here and fall down, we can see down towards Spirit Lake. We'll walk over here and get a better picture of that. The former beautiful spot.
About 20 feet. You see the bathtub ring of trees around the ridge?
Here, 300 and star on the top of the world. It sounds like I'm breathing heavy. It's because I'm breathing heavy. We're gonna walk up there and take a look. I'll give you a quick pan from this spot. A little bit better shot of the mountain from up here. The hundreds of times I've been around this thing in an airplane, I never really quite appreciated the view and just the awesomeness that you get from this particular vantage point. It is amazing. Well, my heart's starting to beat regularly again. I think I'll walk back up and catch up with Michael, who's up there somewhere. Tippy top, a much better view of Spirit Lake from up here. Of course, there's all the timber that's going into the lake, which I guess will pretty much be there forever. This is the area, of course, here where it had the landslide and then blew out. See a little bit of the dome up in there. It's steaming from that point. We'll move up here and get here taking some pictures. I'd go down there and join him, but that would mean I'd have to walk back up the hill again. The reason I got rested up and decided to come down here where Michael was and see if we could get a little bit better pictures. You can still gonna have to go down a little bit further to get a better shot of the dome. But this is a scene from down where Michael was just a second ago. That's back where the car was. And then look back up this stupid hill where I just was taking pictures is where we'll have to go back up again in a few minutes. And of course we scan around from there, and then of course look back down towards Spirit Lake. And the farm home down here of Harry Truman. And Michael has disappeared over the edge there somewhere. I'll go see if I can find him here. And it's an interesting contrast in this area here where the main landslide and then explosion eruption took place, and then it just looks like the whole area has been nuked. I mean, it's just plain nothing, and that contrasts with the other areas back where we were before, where all the trees were blown down, and all the trees, the vast majority of them were blown right here into the lake, and I guess that slowed them down and stopped them. Most of this vegetation in this area, I mean, it was just covered with trees, was just literally vaporized, and then except fall off the edge of the earth. I found him down here swimming in Spirit Lake, and now we're going to head back up. See anything exciting down there?
Not much. Bees.
Yeah, we're going to head back up to where we get back up the hill again. Now we're looking out to the east towards Mount Adams. Distance there. And as we swing around, you can see more of the destruction that took place. See, a road is they're going to continue working on it up there, and then this is the parking area. And Michael disappearing over the side of the hill. And then again looking down towards Spirit Lake, you know, the 381 steps. Shoot straight ahead so people will appreciate how much fun we're having driving. This is the road that Cindy would really like. Going up here, and of course there are no guardrails.
And I'm locking the door.
You can see here, show some of the vegetation and the purple vetch and that started growing here. And their motto up here is "There's promise in the pumice." Here's their idea of a guardrail. Of course, this is not far, it's only a couple hundred feet to fall. Don't scoot up too fast, man. It's unfortunate that we have cars in front of us, otherwise we could really be going fast. Right, Mike?
And finally, I asked the girl that I love.
It's really difficult to, especially on this road, to film and drive at the same time. I hope the picture's coming out fairly well anyway.
But I really felt like I was my own man.
This is such fun. Here's a road with actually some shoulder on it. missed getting a picture back a few yards of the, a few miles of the crack in the road. There's a substantial crack about 10-12 feet long and about 4 inches wide, wouldn't you say, Mike?
Yeah.
And we decided that we wouldn't park there and do any viewing because we were afraid the side of the road would fall off. Some people wandering around up here. You see the trees blown down up there now. Get it? Okay, back over here, Mike.
Had to go fast that time.
Yep, that's right.
Probably made everybody sick.
Hopefully we didn't make everybody sick. Now this shows some of the area where, unlike before, where it's just a desolation right around Spirit Lake. This is where all the trees were just literally blown over, and they haven't come in here and logged this area off. We'll also give you some views of the roadway. This road here is actually pretty good, pretty wide. It's up here, it does narrow down quite a bit.
How do we get rid of the thing at the top?
The light at the top?
It says EF. Number.
Oh, just leave it like that. Here is this whole valley was wiped out. And you can see the contrast here from where this whole valley, this whole area here was wiped out, and then to where it was, the blast area was deflected and left the trees right straight ahead there. Of course, that area has been fallen. You see some of the funness of the road here too. Although we don't have the steep drop-offs we did in some of the other spots. We do have cars.
We're about to run into. There. Toothbrush got my mouth. Stopped right up here on the way up.
Look at the grape, look at the grape, look at the grape. I love it.
I probably just made everybody sick. I kind of
That's alright.
jerked over to see the grape.
Pretty exciting. Alright, we haven't tried filming inside the car before like this, so I'm not sure how it's going to come out. But that's the marvelous thing about cinema. You may edit whatever you don't like.
It's a little bit bumpy too.
A little bit bumpy. Here we have some more oncoming cars. Wait for them. Wait for them.
Dad, what are you doing?
Wait for these cars.
Well, go up so you can. Gotta go up so they can use the outdunting thingy. Trying to get us killed here. Oh.
Michael is such a marvelous
Great.
side seat driver. It worked great, huh?
Not up there. Whoa, I'm filming the sky for a while. I'll turn the sky.
Yeah, the only bad part about this is I don't have my car. we could really have some fun.
Trying to get down this valley.
12 miles to go. Oops. Kiss, kiss.
There's the road down there. Coming down this road. Whoa! Quick turn around the corner. Oh, somebody stopped here.
Thank you, baby.
The expert driver here.
Steely-eyed. Time for a nut break. Oop, there's his cousin. Little Shire.
Habitat now includes tourists. And they've learned how to gather food from tourists. It's part of their technique of survival. Federal regulations out of date.
Michael gave him a piece of bread. Said, yeah, that's not that good. I want to follow these folks. Oh, maybe I'll have a little bite there. Don't you have any bread with nuts in it? What he really wants is peanuts.
We don't need peanuts. What else do we have?
No. I don't know, I think all the nuts are gone.
He likes bread.
Huh?
He liked bread.
You like bread after all?
I liked bread.
That's good. Well, we're about half the way up to Paradise now. We just stopped to take a look at this lookout at the Boxed Canyon. Not sure what exactly we're going to see here, but we'll look at it nonetheless. Okay. Hey, Wawa. Oh, here we are. This is what we mean by the Box Canyon. It's quite a drop. You can look up towards Rainier up here. It says it's 8 miles to the summit. It says Alaska Airlines flies. And we'll get a better picture of that. Better picture here of the summit. That's where we're heading. Up there. I'm not sure how well you can see them or how close we can get, but we found some deer right up here. I'm going to try to walk up and get up closer to them.
Should I get their attention, Dad?
No. Stop. Hi, Mom. How really well this is going to show up or not. This is the area called the well, they're Palisades is what this formation is known as. This one's called the Devil's Post Pile. Michael and I just about had a wreck coming down here, and then we had to, of course, drive the wrong way down the road to come back to get back in here and look at this, because you just get a peek at it from the highway. It's really a strange formation of rock, and like I say, I don't know that you can get as much of an appreciation for it on film as you do actually seeing it, but this little ditty right here explains that it was formed by the rapid cooling of the lava when it flowed along here, and then it was rapidly cooled by the river. The Cedar River runs down through here, and rapidly cooled the lava and made this formation. We just come down from way up on top of there. That's where Michael and I were just a few short minutes ago, and now we're on our way to sunny, beautiful Yakima.